Please go through your PPT and walk me through. Over to you,
Okay.
Priyanka.
Okay, Ravali. Okay. Thank you, Ravali. And today I'm going to explain the topics of Anaplan for the topic. And in this, I will explain the following contents like style settings, customizing views in a module, user experience pages, classic dashboard, and security settings. And the subtopics of this session is what is style setting, sparse versus dense, how to determine model size, how to customize views in a module, what is saved view and their benefits, what is conditional formatting, what is user experience page, steps to create user experience pages, what is classic dashboard, how to publish a module to a classic dashboard, what are the security settings and difference between roles and selective access. These are the subtopics of this contents. And the first topic is style setting. Style setting provide different preset style options for formatting line items. So we will do this style settings in the blueprint view of the module. We cannot do any style settings in the grid view or other views of the module. We can do only settings in the blueprint view. These are the steps of setting a style in the module. The first step is start in blueprint view, scroll right to the style column, activate the drop down and select style from drop down. I will show this practically in the workspace how to set the style for the in the module for the line items. And this is the workspace. Under the model settings bar we have the option of modules. I'm clicking here and I'm selecting one module here and I'm opening here. We can do the style setting in only in the blueprint view. For the purpose I'm going into the blueprint view and here I'm scrolling right. Then we can see the style setting column here and this is the style setting column in the blueprint view. Here we have the drop down box of the style setting. Here we have the options of styles like normal, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. These are the different styles for the different in the style settings. We can add different styles for the different line items also. I am adding the heading 1 for the first line item and heading 2 for the second line item and heading 3 for the next line item. And I'm adding summaries also, summary style settings also. And these are the summary 1, summary 2 and summary 3. I'm adding these all for this line items. I will show each style settings how it changes the style of the line item. And the last one we have is normal. I'm taking this normal style setting also. And this is about, see, I took the style for the first line item for heading 1. This is the style of the heading 1. Here the style of the line item is changed. And this is the style of heading 2. And here the heading 2 style is changed like this for this line item. And this is heading 3, we got this style like this. And for summary 1, we got this text period like this style. And for summary 2 style, this is the list summary 2 style and summary 3. For the last one is normal style. So we got this line item as very normally like no data. And this is the topic of style and how to set the style in the module. And the next topic is sparse versus dense. And sparse cells within Anaplan are cells that are not populated and not expected to be populated. And sparsity is nothing but the if there is no data or in the particular cells, it comes into the sparsity and it is not expected to be populated. I will show the sparsity in the workspace, how the sparsity looks and how it is. Yeah. And this is the module which I have selected for showing the sparsity. And this is the module and these are the line items and dimension. We have time dimension in the columns and these are the. I didn't entered any data in this the module. There is no data in this. I didn't input or imported in the data. But the cell count is taken for this line items also. I will show the what is this cell count for this line items in the blueprint view. We can check the cell count and I'm going to scrolling this to the right. Here see, each line item taking the each cell count here. And this is the total module cell count. Here see, first line item, it takes a place cell count as 360. For the second line item 216 and 216 like that. We didn't enter any data in this model, but it's taking the cell count. To reduce the cell count, there is the one chance to reduce this cell count in this. So we should change the format for the line item as no data. By changing this format for the line item as no data, the cell count is increased in the module, and size of the model size is also increased. I will show the the cell count of this first line item. See, the cell count comes into the zero, and this is the one way how to reduce the size of the cell count, size of the line items, and the size of the model. And this is about the sparsity. And the next one is dense. Conversely, cells that are populated and expected to be populated are referred as dense. See, in this here we have the values, and if we have the data in the module and it was populated, and it takes the cell count also. And this is about the density. And the next topic is model size. And model size is defined by a number of factors, including lists, sizes, and number of cells in the modules. Cell count and total size is found in the settings tab of a model. And this is about the model size. And next we have the module size. To check module size, first we need to go to modules under model settings tab. If we scroll right, then we can find cell count column. In that we can check the size of the module. And the next one is line item size. To check line item size, open module and go to blueprint view, then scroll right. In that we can find cell count column. I will show this model size and how to check this module size and line item size in this workspace. I'm going to the workspace. I'm going to into the settings tab. Here we can see the size of model. These are the cells which is occupied in this model. We can check here model size, and the 152997 are the cells which are occupied, and double clicking on this we can see the model size in megabyte or gigabyte. We can now it's showing in the megabyte, and the megabyte is 2.5. The model size of this workspace is 2.5 megabyte, and this is about the model size. And to check the module size, under the model settings tab we should go into the modules. After going into the modules, we should scroll this for the right, and here we can see the cell count of these modules. Here we are seeing the cell count of the each module. Here see, first module is 2 cell count, and the S is 602 store is cell count is 8. Here we can see the cell count of the each module. And if we want to see the cell count of the each line item, first of all we should open one like this one module. I'm selecting the one module, and I'm opening this. For checking this, we should go into the blueprint view. And here, after going into the blueprint view, scroll right. I'll show this. And this is the cell count of these line items. See, first line item is cell count is 4, second line item cell count is 4, and this is the total size of the module cell count here 8. And this is the topic about model size and module size and line item size. And the next topic is history. Model builders can view a detailed audit trail for all changes in a model history. Here we can view a history for an entire model or selected cells or cells in a module. Unique ID codes represent changes that have affected the module since its creation. Here we can also restore the module to a previous version in its history, and view and manage the model's history in the model settings bar. I will show about this history. The history is used what we are created in the model or what we are created in the modules. We can see that in the total changes or modification of the total model in the history. I will show this history in the workspace. I'm going into the under the model settings bar. We have the option of history. By clicking this, it takes us to the history page. Here we have the show history options like last 24 hours, last 7 days, last 30 days, all. And if we want to see last 24 hours history, Here we have the option, and clicking on this we can click on show history. It shows the last 24 hours history. And if I want to see the last 7 days history, and I'm clicking on this option, and if I click on this shows the last 7 days history. And the last 30 days history, I'm clicking on this last 30 days, and if I click on show history, it shows the last 30 days. If I want to see all the history of the models which I have done the modifications and some changes in the model, and if I want to see all that, I'm clicking, if I click on this all, and I click on this show history, it shows all the history of this model. And here we have the time date range also. We can see the history as per the date, from where April 4 11 to, and to April 30. From here, in the middle of this date, we can see the history of this, and this is about the date range. And this date range. Here we have the save options, and clicking on this, here we can save the options of name with this model history.txt. This, as of now, I want to see the history of last 24 hours. I'm clicking on this option, and I'm removing this save options, and here I'm clicking on this show history. The history is seen here, and this is the ID which model is created, and this is the time when the changes are done, and when the, in what, on which date, time, day and month, and this is the time of the modifications, and this is the user. Here we can see the user of this module, and this is a description like what I have done the modification in this, like change line item, model successful restore, like that. This is the security change previous value and new value. This is the module or list, and this is the line item. Here this is the history of this model, and here we have the option of export also. By clicking on this export, the history is directly downloaded here, and we can download it here. We can see whenever want to see the history of this, we can download this. And here we have the option of restore ID also. Here we can restore the one ID as which we want to restore. While doing this restore, we should be very conscious, because say uh, more members will use the this same model with the different IDs. So different members do the different changes in the model. So while creating the this restore ID, we should be very conscious for this. And next step is I am creating this restore here, clicking and clicking on OK. Validating the model is currently, the restore is very successful for this. This is about the history topic, and I'm going back to the workspace here. And the next topic is customizing views in a model. There are three reasons to customize the views. Adjusting the view to focus on work, make UX displays relevant to the end users, loading specific data. These are the three reasons to customize the views. And there are some options that will allow to customize the view. They are hide selection, show all, select levels to show, column settings, and total position, sort and filter. These are the options which we have in the customizing view. I will show this customizing view in the workspace. Here I'm under the model settings bar, I'm selecting the module. In the modules, I'm selecting one module to show this customizing views. I'm opening this, and this is the view. And in this format, we have the drop down box, and here we have the options of hide selection, show all, select levels to show, select items to show, column settings, and conditional formatting, like that. And I will, first option is hide selection. I will show the use of this hide selection. In this module, I don't want to see the data or the columns of February, March, April. For that purpose, I am selecting this February and March, April. I selected this. Sorry. Selected, and I'm going to the format tab, and I'm selecting this hide selection. And these three columns are hidden in this. See, I can't see the data of February, March, April. Directly January, May, June, half yearly like that I'm seeing. This is the usage of the height selection. And if I want to see total data once again, and I want to take back that hidden values also, and I am going into the format, I'm clicking on this show all option, and the all the data is shown in this module. And this is about the hide selection option. And the next we have this show selection. I will show this usage also. Now I want to see only the half year values in this. I'm selecting H1, F5 and holding right. Or also I'm selecting the half year values. Uh, I want so selected ones. And I'm clicking on the show selection. And only half yearly, fiscal year and half year is shown in these values. And this is whatever want to see in these values, the only that values are shown in this. And this is about the usage of source selection option. And if I want to see all the data, and I'm clicking on this the show all option, and this is the usage of show all. And I'm selecting here 1 April, like May, and here I have the select items to show. This is also same as it is like the show selection only, but also I will show how it is. Here I selected the Jan 19, and here the all items, and here it the items to show which I have selected. Here it shows. Here we have the Sherwin. So I'm clicking on the Sherwin, and here this Jan 19 is selected, and here I'm selecting the February, and I'm selecting this. If I want to deselect it, this, I'm clicking on this show only, and the expand and collapse button. Here we can here have the we have the options like picking up and down like that. If I want this February 19 up, I'm selecting this as up, and if I want down, I'm selecting this down button like this. We can take. If I want to apply this, here we have the option of applying and applying this. Only we can see the January and February columns here. And this is not only happens for the columns, we can apply this for the rows also. See, I'm selecting from Mujaba to Dr. Moko up to here. I want to show only this selection. I'm showing this show selection. See, only up to Dr. Moko is used here. We can see this data of this Dr. Moko. This is the option of show selection, and I'm clicking on show all, and all the data is shown in this model. And the next option is column settings. Here we can set the columns in this here, and this is the default column width is 80. I want to increase the size of the column, and I am clicking here as 100 and apply this. See, the column width is increased here. See, this column width, and this is how the column settings is done in this. And I am taking back this as. Again, we have the options of width for rows, labels, P2 product, override column widths. Like that, we have the options, and we can change the widths of the override column widths and override all data like that. And this is the settings of column settings option. And again, in this data, we have the option of filter and sort. This filter is used for the show some do the some filters in the module. Here we can do this filter by clicking this on data tab and selecting the option of filter. Otherwise, we have the here option of filter. This is also the option of filter only. I'm clicking on this. Here we can add the rule here by clicking on this place. Here I can add like volume inputs in this time. Uh, if I want to show volume inputs as chosen line item only volumes. Okay. And here it is greater than or equal to 0. Here I can select, and after selecting I can click OK. And the filter is added for this. To remove the filter, this is the tick mark. We can see that filter is added for this module. If I don't want to filter this for this module, we can untick here directly. See, or clicking on this filter, and I can here enable filter clear. I can do clear all, and I'm clicking on OK. See, the filter is removed here. This is the option of filter. And the next we have the option of sort in this data. And this sort is used for take the values from top to bottom, no, higher to low, lower to higher. Like that, the sort is used. In a particular column, we can take the values from higher value to lower value to higher value, like ascending and descending order. For this purpose, we have the option of sort in this data tab, or we have the option in the here also. This icon is used for the sort purpose. I'm clicking on this sort. First of all, I'm selecting a line item. Here I want these values from higher to lower. For that purpose, I've selected this January 19, and I'm clicking on this sort, and I'm highest to lowest of the. I'm clicking on this. Okay. I will sort. Group it start like this. We can group it start or before or after, like that. We can select this here. I selected the highest to lowest. I want to see the values, and before I'm selecting this before. Okay, this is applied for this. See, we can see the values after the two here, highest to lowest. See, this is the values from highest values. I will show this how it comes. All, all of 500 for that because we can't see this. I will show for this February 19. I'm selecting this and I'm using this for I want to see highest to lowest for all this, and after I will sort. So now it's not applying here. Group it enlarged. And I want to see the highest to lowest value here. These are the values how we can see this. This is the about the sort level. And the next topic is about save view and benefits. So, if you want to view the data a different way, here we can change the list and list items around and save the view. This is what we call a saved view. There are four main reasons to create a saved view: export data out of a module, or import data from a module, or save a filter, facilitate grid and chart displays in the UX page. And this is the usage. And with the main usage of creating a saved view is facilitate grid and chart displays in the UX page. I will show this practically how this UX pages are created. Saved view is created in the module. I'm selecting one module, and going into the workspace and selecting one model. And this, I want to create one save view for this. Okay, under the set model settings tab. We can select in the modules. I'm selecting the one model as output model and opening this. And this is the default view of this. And this saved view is used to show this saved view as to export the saved the data or to keep this in the UX page or in the dashboard. And this saved view used for to keep the data in UX page or dashboard. To create this saved view, I want to pivot the values. So I'm creating this. I'm taking this forecast category into the rows and I'm clicking on OK. Okay, and this is the view which I want to keep in this the UX page. And I'm going to save this view as saved view. In this view, we have the option of save as, and here I'm saving this view as. This is always open on current page as save as default view for module like that. I'm creating it, clicking on this save. And this saved view is created. Here we can see this saved view in the contents tab. I have created this saved view, so I'm clicking on this. This is the view which we can see, and this is the default view of this output module. And this is saved view. The saved view is used to take the data directly into the UX pages or into the dashboards. And this is about the topic of saved view. And the next one is conditional formatting. And conditional formatting enables us to change the visual style and color of cells. The formatting can be based on the values in the cells being formatted or the values of a number formatted line items. Here we can use a color scale to apply color grading to our cells. The colors are dependent upon a specified range of numerical values within the cell of a number formatted line item. The uses of conditional formatting include highlighting data that is of particular interest, variance analysis, and flagging values outside expected range. And this is about the conditional formatting in this. And we will add this conditional formatting in the module wherever we want to highlight the values with the colors. I will show this conditional formatting, and in this is the module, and here we have the option of conditional formatting, or we can do this conditional formatting in this format also. So this is the conditional formatting option. So I'm directly taking from here. I want to add, so I'm clicking on this new rule. So for this volume, same as line item to format, I want the three colors. I'm taking these three colors, and here minimum as 0, midpoint as 100, maximum as uh, this is how the looks. The 0 values comes into the red, and midpoint of 100 like comes into yellow, and maximum as blue. I'm clicking on OK, and OK. So the conditional formatting is applied for this. See, it comes into the colors like this. The values are highlighted like yellow, blue, and I given the red also. And more 500 comes into more than. We didn't have more than 500. For that purpose, we are not getting the red color. And this is how conditional formatting is applied for the module or in the line item. And the next one is user experience. End users view Anaplan through user experience or UX. UX provide users with the relevant data for their daily work and for business planning. These screens can also allow for data entry by the user. There are two components of user experience. They are apps and pages. And pages display as either boards or worksheets, which are interactive layouts that contain data from Anaplan models. And the next one is apps. Apps enable us to group related pages to represent a particular business function process. And these are the usage of pages and apps. I will show where these pages and apps will be there in the workspace. Here we have the three icon of this. Here on clicking this, we get the options of home, apps, my pages, models. Here we are looking about the apps and pages, and these are the two options. If you want to go for the apps, I'm clicking on this apps. Here we can create the apps of the, and this is the page of apps. Here we can create some apps for the modules like model like that. And again, I want to go for the my pages. Here we have the option of my pages. I'm clicking on this, and this is the my pages. Here we can create some UX pages for the end users purpose, and this is the place where we can do some create the UX pages. And this is about apps and pages. And the next uh, is types of pages in user experience. There are two types of pages used in user experience are boards and worksheets. Boards are a type of page that provides end users with high level information. And the next one is worksheets. Worksheet display detailed data from Anaplan models on an interactive grid and on in related cards. We have the two types of pages while creating a page. Boards of worksheet. Board is used for the high level information, and worksheet is used for the interactive grid and on related cards like that. So I will show this how worksheet. This is the my page. Uh, my page. Here we have the option of create a page. I'm clicking on this create a page. Here we have the two options like board and worksheet. We can select any one only. We can't select two options like board and worksheet. While creating page as per the requirement or as per the use what we want to create like that. Here I'm selecting the board, and in this board we have the options of page name, workspace, and model like that. Here at last we have the create board. By clicking on these all, we can create the pages of UX page. And this is the topic of types of pages in user experience. And the next topic is steps to create my pages. There are few steps to create a personal page. Select create a page or choose a page layout type. Update the page name field, select a workspace drop-down menu, select a model drop-down menu, select a category to display, click on create. These are the steps of how to create a my pages. And the next topic is types of cards in UX. There are few types of cards used in my pages are grid, chart, KPI, text, image, field, action and map. And I will show the how to create a page in my pages, and these types of cards in my pages. I will show this two topics at a time in the workspace. And this is the creation of page. Here I'm giving the one name for this page as a forecast category. The naming convention should be very clear and easy for understand for the end users. And the workspace is talent builder, and model is assignment model, and I'm creating the book page. And this is the UX page which is created. Here we have the types of cards like text, grid, chart, KPI, image, field. I will show one option by taking how this cards is used in the UX page, how we should take the data in this UX page. I'm taking the first card as text card and clicking on this double tap, and here I got the text card. I'm clicking on this configure text. Next we get the options of title under the overview like title, description, title, color, all this. And here we have the another option of style, alignment, left and the. For this text card we can add some text what we want to add, and this is the output. Podcast. And here we have the background, display card background or not like that. Here link to a page like that. We have the output model like that. And here we can add title for this as I'm adding as output. Uh, Here, this is the title. Here we can add the color for this title and for this option you user. I'm clicking on this. Here we can we have the colors like this. I'm selecting yellow. See, the title color is changed here. And here we have the text. Here we can do the changes as the text like heading 1, style changes. I'm clicking on this heading 2. The style is changed. And the and this is about alignment. Here we want this alignment as left, right, center. We can use this. If I want to right, I am using this right alignment. If I want in center, I'm clicking on this center. This is about alignment, and here we have the color, dark, gray, all that, and this is how it is used. This is about the text chart. After this is in my page. As of now, it is not seen by the end users. After clicking on publish only, the end users can see this data here. I'm clicking on this publish, and this is the option code of text card. And next, I want to again take the grid card, chart card like that. Here I have the option of edit this page and I'm clicking this. Again, I want to take the new card as of grid. I'm clicking, double tapping on this. After double tapping here, directly we get the configure grid like that. Here I'm clicking on configure grid. Here we have the option of view, selected data source, which we want to take this, take the data into this grid. And I'm clicking on this. Here we have the two options, custom views and model views. Custom view is used. Here we can do the filters in this. In model view, the saved view which have created that comes into the model view. Means the saved view is directly used to keep in the this UX pages or in the dashboard. This custom view is used to change do the some changes or filters like this. Here only we can do like I'm keeping this podcast in this rows. I'm changing the view of this. Line items and I'm changing this view of this and I'm updating this, and directly the view is get into the grid view, and this is the way how we can in this grid view we have the columns, rows, all other things. For that purpose, if we want the data into the columns and rows, then we will use this grid view card. Here also we have the options like title, description, same as how I explained in the text card. And the next one is grid. Here we can give the allow editing like that. If I give this allow editing, the end users can edit something in this. Uh, and the next one is allow pivot. We can do some pivots like that. Here row height like that. We have the options in this. And next one is context. In this context, we have the context color, lows, forecast category. If we have this, we will get the forecast category like that, and time. And here we are getting this in this time like that. We can select any month in this what we want to see the data in this. And next we have the product type. Here we can select the this label for the particular grid view. I'm selecting as selector, and here we got this whole software like this. And for time also I'm selecting as keeping as off, and this is how the context and grid view is used, and clicking on publish. And this is the grid view card. And next card is chart card. This chart card is used to show this data into the in the lines. I'm taking this chart, it shows into the charts. I'm clicking on this and I want to configure this chart. Again I should select this source, this I'm directly selecting from the model view. for this module view, I have selected the saved view. Directly the view comes here, and directly in this module view we didn't have any options of changing or filtering or pivot like that, and I'm updating here. And this comes into the chart, and here in this chart we have the options of what types of charts we want to get. Here this chart type, this is the combination type chart, and we have the options, more options like area, bar, column, to note, and dot, gannett, line chart, pie chart, like that we can select what chart we want to take. This is the pie chart, and this is the, I'm selecting now as a line chart, and next one is scatter. This is the scatter chart or bubble, and this one is waterfall. It comes, waterfall chart comes into the like waterfall, up to down. See, like this it comes to the waterfall chart. And next we have the area chart, and this is the chart of area. And next we have the bar chart, and bar chart is shown like this. And next one is column chart, and this is the column chart how it is shown here. I will drag this to show very big of this, and this is the bar chart here. These are the types of charts in this which we have, and this is the chart. In this chart we can do the changes for the colors, what for which line item, which color we want, like that. And this is about these colors, we can add the colors for this. And this is the context. In this context we have the rows, same like I have explained in the text card or grid card. And this is about the chart card. I'm clicking on publish, and next option let's see. Next one is KPI card. This KPI card is used to show total values of the particular line item or like that. Here we have the modules. We should select the module which we want. I'm selecting the output module. Here I selected the output module. This is the total value of that output module. Here we can say, or we can drag this and keep there. I will show how to this. I want to keep this in this side of this. See, here we can drag and keep this area. And this is the total value of this module. I will show this how where this value is get. See, FY18. I have selected the time as FY18. The total value of this FY18 is 31260. Over here it shows the total values as per the fiscal year, and this is how the KPI card is used. And here we have the option of total value, same as line item or override amount. If I click on override amount, it shows the override amount. If I take final total, it shows the final total, like that. And here like reset maximum, like that option. In this context it is same, in this context same as the text code only. And I'm clicking on this publish, and this KPI card is applied here. And I'm clicking on this edit tab, and here we have the option of image, field, map, all this. If we have any image, we can take this image card, and if I have field, I will show this field. I want to value, and here we should choose a module, and I'm clicking on this output module, and this is the field which is shown. Here I'm adding the title as the this description. output. Here we can add the color for the title like that. And these are in here the field card which I want to only. These are the line items which have in this. If I want to see only over total values, if I click on see, it shows only total values. If I click on this final total, it shows the final total. Which I have enabled here. It shows only those values of this line items like that. This it shows the total values of the uh, output module like the single line item we can select here. And this is about the field card. And these are the cards which are used in this while creating the UX page. And if you want the map where the sales are done with in which area like that, we can see this by this. I am showing this configure map. Okay. As of now, we didn't have any areas of output model. I'm updating you. And this is the area we can see this. This is the uh, map card. This is the map card. Here we can see the map of the way in which area the sales are done and where like that. We can see the locations also in this map card. And I'm publishing this. These are about the cards like these are the cards which we are used while creating the UX pages. And this is the topic. So and this is the how the way while creating the UX page. And next topic is classic dashboard. And classic dashboard is a combination of grids and charts published from modules in a model. Each dashboard can have as many grid and chart elements as we like, and these elements can be drawn from different modules. Classic dashboards are a secondary type of user experience embedded with the model itself. And in publish a module to a classic dashboard. There are few steps while publishing a module to the classic dashboard. These are the steps. Steps are navigate module, model settings, select module and open it. In the default view, select view tab. Select publish to dashboard, select existing dashboard or new dashboard. After selecting the publish to dashboard, then click OK. I will show these steps and about the dashboard in the UX page. Okay. So for that purpose, I should go for the module for the workspace, and and here I'm going to in the under the model settings tab we have the option of dashboard. Here we should create one dashboard. Now I'm inserting the name of this dashboard, and this dashboard is used for the showing the data for the purpose of end users. And here I'm giving the I'm clicking on OK. This is the name of dashboard. And this is the dashboard which is created, and I am opening this dashboard. And this is the way where we can see to take the data into this uh, dashboard. First we should go into the modules. So I'm selecting the output module, and this is the view which I want to take this into the dashboard. So for going into this take this data into the dashboard, first of all we should click on this view option. Here we have the option of publish to dashboard, and I'm clicking on this. I have right now I have created the dashboard of forecast. So I want this view in forecast dashboard. So I'm clicking on this dashboard forecast. And this is the way how the dashboard is how the data is directly comes into the dashboard. Here we can give the access to the end users where end users can see the data of this in this dashboard. Here we have the options of height, percentage 50 like that. You can do some changes in this, and these all this. And if I here we can add image, text, and we can add number of grids also in this view. And I want to save this and exist. See, this is the dashboard, how it looks and how we can take the data into this dashboard. Here, the end users can override the values like that, and this is for the end users purpose. And the next topic is security settings. Security settings are roles and setting up a role. Roles are used to provide security for a model. Workspace administrators can use model roles to group users that share common data access needs. And setting up a role is add name of the role, set up permissions for module versions, list and actions, select the classic dashboard and modules to display the contents and panel. Find the user and select the role. This is about the security settings and how the role is created. I will show this in the workspace also. First of all, I want to discuss the about workspace administrators also. Only workspace administrators can access the manage model dialog and organize models within the workspace via the dialogues features within a model. Only workspace administrators can access these model settings, time, versions, general list, modules, line item subsets, users, actions, and source models. Revision tags, history, contents, dashboards, and data tags. These are the settings. And within a module, only workspace administrators can save, edit, or publish module views, or insert, delete, or move versions, or insert, delete, or move line items like that. And here we have the selective access also. Selective access enables workspace administrators to restrict access to lists and list items on a user by user basis. When we enable selective access for a list, read access enables users to view but not amend the list or list item data. Write access enables users to both view and amend the list or list item data. Once we enable selective access, workspace administrators can still open the list to view and amend list items, but other users cannot read or write to the list until we assign them read or write access. And this is about the selective access and how the administrators works and how to add the role. I will show this in the workspace how to add these roles and how the selective access is done and how to view the read access and works. First of all, I'm going into the settings tab. In under the settings tab, we have the option of users. Here, I'm going to add a role in this. So for this, I'm adding the role. For role, adding the role purpose, I'm clicking on insert. Here, I'm adding the role as sales manager. And I'm clicking, here we have the option of before, end or like that. I'm selecting end, clicking on OK. And successfully the role is created here, and in this users I am adding the role for this model role. I'm removing the full access. I'm giving the roles as sales manager. So now I want to give the selective access for this. In this general list, I'm selecting the selective access for product type and for the product type and for the forecast category. I'm giving the selective access for these two types. In this, I'm going into the users tab. Here, automatically we get the selective access like product type write, product type read after taking the selective access. In the roles modules, I'm going to give the write access for the output module and this for no or none. And in this users, I'm going to give product type write as I'm selecting one as software as the product type write for the write purpose, and where the end users can write, and here the end users can only read the hardware values or, and here forecast category I'm going to give the access, write access for this forecast category like for one and upside, and here for the forecast read I'm going to give the access of commit and omitted. I'm clicking on OK. These are the access which I have given for this, and I will show here in this contents panel. Here we can see the what I have given the access only for this output module of saved view and saved one, and how this role works I will show in the UX page. See, here I have given the I will show as per it only. For model role sales manager for product type software, I give only write. For write, I have given the write means the software is used to read and write for the end user. Here I given the access for the read for hardware. The end user can only read the values in this hardware. And this in this forecast category, I gave the only to read the omit and commit and to write one and upside. And both are done in this read and write. And I'm going to the UX page. My pages. Here I'm selecting the forecast category. In this, I will show how this works. I want to edit this. I want to remove this from here to show very clearly about this. And remove this. Publish. This is the access. I'm doing some changes to show very clearly how this role is work in this UX pages. Publishing. I gave the right access for software and the forecast category for one and upside like that. So I have the only here I'm selected the software and here I'm selected the one. So I can write here, I can do changes here like I'm overwriting these values. But I cannot override in commit and omitted here. And now I'm selecting the hardware. In this hardware, I given only read access, not write access. So I can see this one upside commit values to read, but I cannot do any changes for this override. And this is how the roles is used and how the read access and write access works and selective access we are giving for the giving some access for the end users. They cannot do any modifications here. And this is the way of roles, workspace administrator and selective access. These are the topics about. And the next topic is difference between selective access and roles. And the roles is used to access a person needs to the job and general items. Means in this roles, we will add the role as a product manager, sales manager. We will give one job for that role, and we will general items assigned to everyone in that role. And the next one is selective access. We will grant permission down to list level, can control individual user by giving an access to read, write on, even view certain information from the list. This is about the difference between selective access and roles. And in this session, I have concluded the following contents like style settings, customizing views in a module, user experience spaces, and classic dashboard and security settings. I have concluded the following contents in this session. And thank you.
Thank you, Priyanka.